cool, wet weather is aiding firefighting efforts in Churchill Falls, Labrador. Crews continue to beat back fires threatening the town and the giant hydroelectric plant there. Officials are cautiously optimistic about the next few days. CBC's Peter Cowan has the latest for us from St. John's.
Mother Nature has been a big help today. Right now in Churchill Falls, it's 9 degrees and there's a bit of light rain. Those may not be the sort of summer conditions that most people would like, but if you're a firefighter dealing with a fire, that's exactly what you want because it's helping keep that fire in check. They've got 8 water bombers, 7 helicopters, all available to do what they can in order to try and fight this fire. Let's show you just where it is. It's just west of the community of Churchill Falls, but fortunately has not been growing over the last day and a half or so. So it hasn't been getting any closer than about the 3 kilometers that it is to the community. It's still dangerous enough that they aren't able to have any essential personnel on site, which means the big hydroelectric plant that's there is being remotely monitored, and they have a little bit of remote control capabilities, but they're able to keep producing power to keep the lights on in key centers in Labrador and send some power to Hydro-Quebec, which relies on the Churchill Falls source. But other communities are really looking and seeing what they can do in order to help the people who've been displaced from Churchill Falls. For example, Labrador City, just a couple hours west of Churchill Falls, they were dealing with some power outages related to the fires over the last couple of days. But they say, look, we're happy to deal with a fairly minor problem like that compared to the major problems that people in that community are facing.
I think we can't lose sight of what really happened in the last couple of days, and we can't forget that we're not there yet. At this point, Mother Nature's got to play a huge part. We also have to play our part. Our friends in Churchill Falls are still struggling, not even knowing if they have any homes to go back to in future. They do so far, but knowing if they don't. So we can't lose sight of that. We're not quite out of it yet. We're in a good place, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that the cool temperatures, the wet weather are able to continue in order to keep tamping down that fire, because the concern is it just takes a day or two of hot, dry conditions for all of that to flare up again. But so far today, they've been dealing with a much lower grade fire, which has made it easier for crews.
That's the CBC's Peter Cowan in St. John's.